Alright, so we're gonna get unloaded from last night and maybe do a scrap run here. Although looking at it, there's kind of not. I mean, I can squeeze a load out of what's sitting here: the compressor, the chair, the snow blower, the tote full of stuff, the shelf, bed frame. Let's say there's like a few straggler pieces, I'm sure, because there's not much in here really in terms of shred. Um, once you think about it, because it's just this and a little bit of stuff up front. Um, but if I can get shred load in right now, that would be great. Um, it's 10 o'clock now, and I gotta go to work at 11:30, so we got a little bit of time. But yeah, there's not really a ton of stuff here to get loaded. But I think we'll just make a quick load out of it because I'm not sure when I'll be able to get to the yard. So the guy across the street looks like he's loading up stuff for processing over there. I see him, or his son, I should say. Looks like he's processing stuff that they got last night as well. So, uh, we'll see. All right, so all loaded up. Good enough. That's pretty much everything I got. There's just a couple other, like, a couple other things that I can think of that could go, but it's already 10:30. I gotta get going. I gotta go to work at 11:30. So I do want to make sure I have a little bit of time before work. 5-10 minutes. Or actually, I'll probably. Well, right now I'll grab what I need, which really is just my keys and drink. So I'll make sure I'm ready in case I do have to go straight to work. But this is the load. Like I said, I pretty much got everything in that I wanted to. I got 2 buckets in there from out back in the workshop. That microwave that's full of smalls. That's from a previous trip. Um, and then just every other random piece of junk I got. It's not going to be a heavy load. It's just a load to get it out of here. And make the backyard look slightly better. And then I got to put I got to put this junk away. My aluminum laptops and that. Pretty much what's left to go is that file cabinet, maybe. Then there's like a little bit of stuff in the trash can, in the barrel, like a little small stuff. There's another trash can out back, the same thing. It's got some chain in it, and it's got 2 tape machines that I probably could throw in here. Uh, Keeping the chain, get rid of it, and make up our mind. Then go fetch it out of the damn bin that's been back there for a year. Yeah, because it's heavy and it's just been in the trash can back there. It hasn't been a high priority of grabbing. Say it's been around for like a freaking year, so at least because that was from one of the cleanouts of that is, yeah, that was from one of the, I think that was from our neighbor's dad, so that was a year ago at least. Yeah, because he died in December over a year ago. So yeah, I'm still no word on when I'm finishing that clean out either. When we're finishing out off his house. All right, let's get to the yard. All right, I'm at the scrapyard. That's the truck I seen last night because I was pretty sure, but now that I see the cargo rack, that is for sure the truck I seen last night. Yeah, the red pickup truck with the little cargo rack on it. What are the odds you see him at the scrapyard? I haven't seen the neighbor yet. I'm sure he's still loading his truck up, but I'm gonna hurry up and get this unloaded. It's already 5 to 11. And would you look at that? The neighbor pulled up as I was unloading. Except for now, it's super busy. There's this guy on the scale. There's like 2 more waiting to weigh in on the other side. There's me, me and the neighbor on this side. That's gonna take him into the red truck's leaving right now. I see loading up a truck of aluminum. It is busy right here, right now. Which I mean, it's only 11 o'clock. It'll take me 10 minutes to get back to get up to work, but I don't like cutting it this close. So I'll see you in a minute once we're weighed out and paid. Alright, sitting at the scrapyard, I might as well show you this since I'm being blocked in by some girl who just pulled up behind me right as I was getting ready to leave, and then just then got out of her car, and I think went over to Non-Ferrous, so just lovely. That's what I want to do, be sitting here at 11:13. Alright, so shred, 360 pounds, 160 gross ton, 25.71, rounded up to 26. And he told me while I was in there that I'm up to 2,000 loyalty points, which means I get a $50 gas gift card. I didn't redeem it today because he's super busy in there, so I figured I'll do it next time when it's not so busy. But alright, let's get to work. Alright, so this is the haul from last night. I'm going to unload what needs to be unloaded, and then load up a little bit of scrap that I got and do a scrap run. Since it's just, I don't know, it seems like there's a lot of stuff that's going to be staying in here. It'll be just easier to just run it to the scrapyard instead of throwing it all here and then reloading it up. I'll just get it out of here now because there's a couple things over here from other days. So a little bit of stuff from our own house, a couple pieces of bed frame. So I'm just going to load this up and get it out of here. Now, a bunch of boxes I got to deal with. This is not going today though. That's not going to fit. I need that. To unbury my cart. Oh, because he left the snowblower back here. That's not in my way or anything. So I don't got any shredding here. Got that light fixture, this bucket, so no, not really. If there's room, I'll throw it in, but otherwise, no, not really. Take that with me. Still haven't stripped that yet. Well, I got a lot of aluminum and wire. You know, that bin's full, that bin's full. Oh, there's this little bit of shred. There's some aluminum thrown in here. A little bit of stuff in there, too. Microwave over there. This stuff. Some of this might be, a couple things in here. Yeah, so there's a few things that's full of aluminum. Some of this that might be sitting till springtime. Both hands to maybe get that out of there. I hope it's not frozen into the ground. So yeah, we're just gonna do some stripping. Oh, trying not to choke on my Cheerios. So, like I said, we'll get the good stuff unloaded and keep the shred and go run this in. Alright, so we're all loaded up with a bunch of junk. And this is mostly junk. There's nothing like super heavy or special in here. I'd be surprised if this was 300 pounds. Like, this is probably the most weight in here is this little heater. Little toaster oven. It's just all the accumulation of random junk that I've found over the last couple of days. Pretty much weeks, really, because it's stuff from before I took my 2-week break from with the storm. A little bit of stuff I got from Sunday night, mostly yesterday, and then just junk lying around in the yard from before. So like I said, we'll go turn this in. It's like maybe I'd be shocked if this was 3. Alright, like I was saying, I should have known better that this thing was gonna say it was frozen. Like I said, I'd be shocked if this was like 300 pounds, so it's like 20 bucks. That's gas tank's about halfway. Should be enough, just about enough to fill it. Fill her up, so we're gonna go run this in, and then I'm gonna strip some of this stuff that I got to deal with. You know, these fan blades. I was hoping to get it done before garbage came, but that didn't end up happening. Because it came about on time, 11 o'clock. The sink, get that stripped out. Pick up the damn box that fell over from dumpster diving. And just, process some cords and this mystery box of stuff. Nothing really special in here. Just a couple random cords and that. Nothing really too special. James stole a couple things. That blower, the tiller, the jack stands. Stole that. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna get this stuff all dealt with. Get that smashed off. Get that out. Get that dealt with. Like I said, just go through that stuff. So, just get it dealt with. My aunt wanted to borrow the car to, take Grandma shopping. It's already noon. I said about 12:30. So, it's going to be a little bit later than that. Alright. Pulling into the scrap yard that doesn't know what a snowplow is. You're kind of face down, but you can tell that, man, this has never been plowed. Camera. 4,400 even. Alright, you're just gonna look at the ground. Yeah, 4,400 even today. It's fluctuating between like 20, 60, 80, 40. Depends which way the wind was blowing, but I think we got locked in at 4,400, which is about right for this truck, it always seems. Alright. Well, you know the drill. Go throw crap off at the big pile. Which I don't know, I find boring, so that's why I never am filming it. I always find it boring. So, that's why we don't film it. Damn it, this thing has never seen a damn snowplow, it seems, when there's piles there. I've kind of done it. Just not very well. Alright, let's try that angle. Alright, we undone offloaded. Nobody's here. There's just that one other guy when we were pulling on the scale, and he would rotors and dumped them off and left. Perfect. Nobody here. You know, this yard is usually not ever busy. You know, you're not waiting an hour for, you know, to get unloaded or anything crazy. Or an hour in line to get onto the scale or crazy stuff that I've seen some of you other guys have to deal with. We don't have that. Only one time at non-ferrous did I have like a really long wait, and that's because the guy was pushing the pile and the other guy wasn't, you know, trained to work the non-ferrous building. So we had to wait for him. That was the only time I ever had to wait a long time. 4140. And of course that day was the day I didn't have time. I had to get James's truck back so we could go to work. Of course, the one day where it, you know, was a problem at non-ferrous. Alright, let's go back out. Bad enough I got cut off on the way over here. Alright, let's go get our 20 bucks to go put it in the gas tank. Alright, so I'm pretty good at predicting things. Like I said, 200, I figured it was maybe 300 pounds max. So it was 280 pounds, 160 gross ton. Actually, I think it went up. Because it was 150. It was 140, then it went to 150. Now it's at 160, actually. I'm going to have to check price to see if anything non-ferrous went up. Might have to make a run tomorrow. We'll see. So, like I figured, 20 bucks. Like I said, we're at about, like right at just under half a tank. Just a, tick under half a tank. So, like I said, that 20 bucks, that'll fill her up. Or at least almost all the way. So, that works for me. Paid for gas money. So, cover gas. Could be lunch money too. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put my damn glasses on to leave. So, alright, let's go to the gas station and then back to the house to go do some processing stuff for maybe a scrap run tomorrow. We'll see.